Hello guys, welcome back. You are here with Code Purpose, and today we are going to do our second exercise using classes. So let's read the text. Define a class called drug in which private members will be defined. We will need a name which is of type char and is dynamically allocated. We will need production year which is of type integer, expiration year type integer. We will need price of type float, illness type string. And we will need these following public members. We will need to define get and set functions. The necessary constructors will also be defined. We will need to define the input function outside of the class for reading object data, or define the operator inside of the class. We will need to define print function inside of the class, which will print the information about a drug, or define the operator. We will need to define the headache drugs function outside of the class, which prints all headache medications that are not expired. First, we will need a class, which of course we will name it drug. Like every class, we will need private and public. As private members, we had char, which was dynamically allocated, name. We had integer, production year. We had integer, expiration year. We had a price, which was of type float price. And we had illness, which was of type string illness. As private members, first we needed set and get functions, which now we will do. Void set name const char n. Since this is dynamically allocated, name is equal to new char string length of n plus 1 and string copy to name from n. Now let's do the set function for the production year. Void set production year integer production year, and production year is equal to pi. Now the same for expiration year. Set expiration year integer ai. Expiration year is equal to ai. The same for price. Void set price float p. Price is equal to p. And for illness, void set illness string ill. Illness is equal to ill. Yeah, we don't need string copy for illness, because if the parameter is of type string, we just treat it normally as a integer or a float. Only when we have char we do string copy. Now we will need get functions. Char pointer get name const return name integer get production year const return production year integer get expiration year const return expiration year. Now we need float get price const return price, and for illness we will need string illness get illness const return illness. We are done with our get functions. Now let's take a look what the exercise needed next. Yeah, the necessary constructors will also be defined. Drug const char n is equal, we will also give it default values, integer pi is equal to 0, integer ai is equal to 0, float p is equal to 0, and what did we have? String ill is equal to default value. Now we will just need to copy from the set functions, copy, paste, copy, paste, expiration year, paste, copy, and the same with illness. Now let's do a copy constructor. Drug const drug reference d. Let's just copy this, paste it here, d dot production year, d dot expiration year, price, and d dot illness. Now I just want to show you something new. Since we have the set function, we can also do this, set name d dot name. Now let's take a look at the exercise. What did we need? We needed to define the input function outside of the class for reading object data, or define the operator inside of the class. Let's do both. First, let's define the operator. Friend eStream, since we'll be inputting. Operator eStream input and drag D. Now let's read them. Cout reading informations for a drug and line cout input the name of the drug input the dot name cout input the production year input the dot production year cout input the expiration year input the dot expiration year. We also needed to input the price of the drug. Cout input the price of the drug input b dot price and the illness. Cout input the illness input d dot illness. Now let's do it outside of the class. Void input drug reference D. Let's just copy paste this. Now we seem to be having a lot of errors, and that's because these parameters are private, and to be able to use them outside of the class we will need these set functions. First, we will need to declare new parameters. char name. Name is equal to new char 100. We will be inputting the name of the drug, sin name, and d dot set name name. We will also need new parameters for production year, for expiration year. We will need a float for price and a string for illness. Now let's just delete this. Sin production year d dot set production year pi. The same thing with expiration year. Sin expiration year d dot set expiration year I. The same with price. Sin price d dot set price. Just let me see what set function for price was. Set price. Yeah, it's good. Price and the illness sin illness and d dot set illness illness. There, we are done with our void input. I know it's boring kinda, but that's the good thing about classes, because we can reuse a lot of code. Now let's take a look at the exercise, what we needed next. We did the input, now we need a print function inside of the class. Void print cout truck name with production year and expiration year what kind of cost is price and for what kind of illness is used for illness, illness. And line. And yeah, we will need also the operator for printing. Friend OStream, since we will be outputting. Operator OStream output and truck reference D. Now we just copy this, paste it here. Instead of cout, we have just out. And instead of name, we have d.name. We have d.production year, d.expiration year, d.price, and d.illness. Yeah, we will also need a destructor since we are working with a parameter which is dynamically allocated. Tilde truck and delete name. Now let's take a look at the text. We need to define the headache drugs function outside of the class, which prints all headache medications that are not expired. We will need void headache drugs. We will need drug d integer n and integer year. Now we will need a loop for integer I is equal to 0, I is lower than n, I plus plus. Now we will need the condition. Now if d I get expiration year is lower than year, then we print it. Then we print .e print. If it's not, it will not be printed. Now we are basically done. We just need in the main to read them. Integer n cout input the numbers, the number of drugs, cnn truck dfn. Now we need a loop for integer I is equal to 0, I is lower than n, I plus plus. We'll need the input Yeah, here we are using our operator, which was for inputting. Now, outside of the loop, we will need another parameter, which will be current year. We will need to input the current year. Cout input the current year. Sin current year. And now we will need to call our headache function. Headache function D and current year. There you go. Now we are done. Let's check if we have any errors. Yeah, no errors at all. 3. What kind of drug can we use? Let's type aspirin. The production year 1999. The expiration year 2003. Input the price of the drug $50. Input the illness, heart disease. Now we will need another drug. Let's do paracetamol. Input the production year 2003 to 2005. $5. Headache. Now let's do Thomaparin. I think it's called like that. Till 2001 till 2005. Input the price of the drug $30. Input the illness, same. Headache. Input the current year, which is, let's try it, 2004. Drug aspirin with production year 1999 and expiration year 2003. Cost is $50 and is used for illness heart. Yeah, guys, I think I messed up at the headache drugs function. But first, let me just fix these warnings. I forgot it seems to return input and out at the operators. Yeah, return out and return input. Let's just see if we have the warnings. Nope, we are all good. Now, oh yeah, the expiration year needs to be bigger or equal than year so we can get the same results. Yeah, now it should work perfectly. 3 drugs, information of a drug, aspirin, 2000, 2003, $50, heart, paracetamol, 2005, 2008, $5, headache, Thomaparin, production year 2006, expiration year 2009, $10, same headache, and input the current year, 2007. Drug paracetamol with production year 2005 and expiration year 2008. Cost drug. Oh, I'm sorry, cost is 5. Is used for illness, headache, and drug thymoporin, with production 2006 and expiration year 2009. The cost is $10 and is used for illness, headache. There you go, guys. Our exercise number 2 is done. Don't forget to comment, leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you soon.